Hello, and welcome to another exquisite episode of the Hellion Rebellion Rock and Roll Association, brought to you by Holly Geist and the fine folks at YouTube. The whole world is at odds. Bloodlust is in the air. Nobody seems to agree with each other, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of room for moderation or rationality. So I thought this week I'm going to go ahead and piss in the mainstream. Last week I ranted and raved. It's time to take a little chill pill and let's talk about a musical artist that most of us rock and rollers do agree with. And said artist is the one and the only Prince. In this case, Prince and the Revolution. The artist formerly known as Prince, or the artist. I will always call him Prince. Um, I have to admit, when I was very young, Prince freaked me out, kind of the same way Gene Simmons freaked me out. I mean, he seemed like some weird, slinky ferret with a bouffant and a mustache. It really did sort of freak me out as a child. But by the time I start collecting records and really getting into rock and roll, I would say, I don't know, eighth, ninth grade, I'm starting to really dig Prince. And, he's one of those guys that you always kind of compared to Michael Jackson. And as a really young child, I loved Michael Jackson and was freaked out by Prince. But again, by the time I'm in high school, it's Prince that really does it for me way more than Michael Jackson. And of course, the record that we all love is Purple Rain, the soundtrack to Purple Rain. Uh, Prince gets started in Minneapolis, Minnesota. He would pioneer the R&B pop rock sound in that city. Growing up where I grew up, I don't think of R&B, the blues, to be in a city like Minneapolis. And to this day, it kind of freaks me out to think that Minneapolis is a hot spot for this style of music. I always think of the Delta. I think of Chicago. I think of everywhere, St. Louis, around the Mississippi rivers, where I think of this kind of music really coming from. But again, Prince pioneers the sound in Minneapolis. That sound was there before Prince, but he's the one that really puts that city's name on the map when it comes to pop R&B style of music. Prince would be active between the years of 1975 and until his demise in 2016. His unfortunate demise, because this man should really be with us today. I'm not going to go much further on Prince, the Revolution, Morris Day, and the time. Everything that this man has accomplished, all the records he has put out. If you don't know anything about Prince, you've been living in a cave, you have severe ADHD, or you're illiterate. You don't need my channel or me to wax poetic on this man. He's a borderline genius. Um, and again, when it comes to uh, rock and roll, to this day, you can't hear pop rock, you can't hear rock and roll without hearing Prince somewhere. I mean, somebody like Lenny Kravitz has Prince written all over him. You can't. I mean, Bruno Mars, you can hear Prince. You can hear Prince in Kesha. You can hear Prince. I mean, you could be wailing out in your garage and subconsciously start playing a Prince riff or kind of playing guitar the way he played guitar. So, I mean, his influence on the music world is massive. So, after all these years, 40 some odd years, which you can tell by the way this cover looks, this thing has gone through flood damage. Beer has been spilled upon it. I'm sure it's gotten kicked around the floor a couple times, but the vinyl still sounds good. Um, I will say that, I mean, there's no deep cuts on this one. This is a perfect record. Every song on here is a hit. But I will say, after all these years, when it comes to Prince, Purple Rain and When Doves Cry are my two favorite songs. And I think Purple Rain really edges out When Doves Cry. So, again, I'm pissing in the mainstream, not telling anybody anything new. How about we chill out for a few minutes and check out just one of the all time great rock and roll songs, one of Prince's best songs. Purple Rain is easily probably in the top 10 greatest pop songs that ever came out of the 1980s. So let's go ahead and chill out to that one. Get your stuff ready, whatever you do. Sit back, relax. Bear with me. This one's hard to find with the needle. And we're going to rock out to some Prince.
I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I don't wanna one time see you laughing. I only wanted to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. say you want a leader, but you can't seem to make up your mind. I think you better close it and let me guide you to the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. You know them things about up here, come on, raise your hand. Purple rain, purple rain.
Borderline genius, my ass. That song is genius. That's a great song. So there you have it, Prince. You know, sometimes you got to piss in that mainstream. One of the greatest of all time. Purple Rain, one of the greatest records of all time. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it's nothing very new to most of you, but sometimes you need to be reintroduced to something that is great and something that, wow, I forgot how much I really like that. Anyway, hope you liked it. Try to stay sane, and I will see you next week. Peace.